He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about him, a rare combination of charisma, intensity, and screen magnetism that made audiences pause and pay attention. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He redefined the image of a leading man, transforming an unexpected beginning into one of the most iconic acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ was born on October 27, 1983, in Adana, Turkey. Long before scripts and cameras, his life was shaped by sports and discipline. A talented basketball player in his youth, his path took a dramatic turn due to injury, pushing him toward an entirely different world. That turning point led him to modeling, where his striking presence quickly set him apart. Winning Best Model of Turkey and later Best Model of the World opened doors few could imagine. His transition into acting began in the early 2000s, but it was his role as Mehmet in Gummis that ignited his rise. The series became an international sensation, particularly across the Middle East, turning Kıvanç into a household name and introducing Turkish dramas to a wider global audience. Rather than relying on his early popularity, Kıvanç deliberately reshaped his career. He challenged himself with complex and emotionally demanding roles in Aşk-ı Memnu, Kuzeyune, and Caesar v. Güzel. His portrayal of Belul Hasnadar in Aşk-ı Memnu became one of the most iconic characters in Turkish television history, showcasing emotional conflict, vulnerability, and dramatic depth. In later years, he continued to evolve, delivering powerful performances in projects like Karpizma, Babel, and Yakamaz S. 245. Each role reflected a clear commitment to growth, proving he could move seamlessly between romance, psychological drama, and intense action-driven narratives. Kıvanç's approach to acting is marked by precision and restraint. He carefully selects roles that test his emotional range and avoid repetition. This balance between mainstream success and artistic credibility has allowed him to remain relevant in an industry defined by constant change. Off-screen, his public image blends sophistication with privacy. He is a prominent figure at international fashion events and global brand campaigns, representing luxury brands while maintaining a controlled and dignified presence in media. His lifestyle reflects discipline and balance. He values family life, physical fitness, and personal space, avoiding unnecessary exposure despite his immense popularity. His marriage and private life are kept largely away from the spotlight, reinforcing his focus on longevity rather than headlines. Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ's influence extends far beyond Turkish television. With a massive international fan base and projects reaching global streaming platforms, he remains one of Turkey's most recognizable and respected actors. His estimated net worth reflects years of consistent work in television, cinema, and high-profile brand endorsements. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From athlete to model, from romantic lead to dramatic powerhouse, Kıvanç has never settled into a single identity. He continues to evolve, take risks, and refine his craft, prioritizing substance over comfort. As of 2026, Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ stands not just as a star, but as a benchmark for excellence and longevity in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a powerful presence about him, a rare fusion of emotion, charisma, and artistic intensity that made audiences stop and listen. Özcan Deniz didn't just enter Turkish entertainment. He built an empire within it, transforming his early passion for music into one of the most enduring multi-dimensional careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Özcan Deniz was born on May 19, 1972, in Ankara, Turkey, and spent much of his youth in Aydın. Long before film sets and primetime television, he was drawn to music. As a teenager, he performed at local venues and steadily built his reputation as a singer with a distinctive, emotionally rich voice. His early albums gained strong popularity, establishing him as a leading name in Turkish pop and arabesque music throughout the 1990s. While music made him a household name, acting expanded his legacy. His transition to television introduced him to a new audience, but it was his role in the long-running drama Asmalı Konak that elevated him to national superstardom. The series became a cultural phenomenon, and his portrayal of Seymen Aga solidified his image as a charismatic leading man capable of balancing romance and intensity. Rather than remaining solely in front of the camera, Özcan broadened his creative control. He took on responsibilities as a director, writer, and producer, demonstrating a deeper commitment to storytelling. Projects like İstanbullu Gelin further reinforced his influence, combining strong narratives with emotionally layered performances that resonated internationally. Özcan's approach to his career reflects strategic ambition. He moves fluidly between music and acting, carefully selecting projects that align with his artistic vision. This balance between creative expression and commercial appeal has allowed him to remain relevant across decades in an industry known for rapid change. Off-screen, his public image blends star power with discipline. Known for commanding stage performances and polished appearances, he maintains a lifestyle centered around productivity and creative output. While his personal life, including high-profile relationships and marriage, has occasionally drawn public attention, he consistently redirects the focus toward his professional achievements. His influence extends far beyond Turkish borders. With international distribution of his television series and a loyal global fan base built through music tours and streaming platforms, he remains one of Turkey's most recognizable male entertainers. His estimated net worth reflects decades of earnings from album sales, concerts, television success, film projects, and brand partnerships. What truly sets him apart is longevity. From young stage performer to established actor, from singer to director and producer, Özcan Deniz continues to evolve rather than settle. He embraces reinvention, creative risk, and leadership within his projects. As of 2026, Özcan Deniz stands not only as a celebrated singer and actor, but as a symbol of artistic endurance and multidimensional success in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.